Hi, let us try to return the Fourier series for f of x is equal to x cos x over the interval minus pi comma pi. As usual, I start like this. We know that first I write what is the Fourier series, expression for that Fourier series. We know that f of x is equal to a naught by 2 sub plus summation an into cos nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to infinity, plus summation an into sin nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to infinity. Here it is bn into sin nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to infinity, where what is a naught? It is equal to 1 by pi integral minus pi to pi f of x into dx, and an is equal to 1 by pi integral minus pi to pi f of x into cos nx into dx, and bn is equal to 1 by pi integral minus pi to pi f of x into sin nx into. If we want to write the Fourier series for any function which satisfies the Dirichlet's condition, we need to find a naught, an, bn and substitute in this formula. It's okay. But we are discussing some properties of even and odd function. If it is an even function in the interval minus pi comma pi, then bn is going to be 0. If it is an odd function, a0 and an are going to be 0. Now I look at x cos x, f of x is equal to x cos x. If it is an even or odd function, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಈವನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಸುಲಭ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಐ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ f of minus x is equal to minus x into cos of minus x. We know that cos of minus theta is cos theta itself. Therefore, it is equal to minus x cos x. This is equal to minus f of x. You observe this. What we are getting here is f of x is equal to minus f of x, which implies that f of x is an odd function. Okay, it is an odd function. Therefore, if it is an odd function, a0 is 0, an is 0. Therefore, we need to calculate only bn. Therefore, I write bn is equal to 1 by pi times minus pi to pi f of x into sin nx into dx. Here I know that what is f of x. F of x is, it is x cos x into sin nx into dx. Okay. Here cos a into sin b. Okay, I use that technique in order to find the value of bn. Is it okay? We know that I write, we know that cos x into sin of nx is equal to, this is just like cos a into sin b. Cos a into sin b means it is sin of a plus b. This is sin of x plus nx. This is 1 plus nx minus sin of 1 minus nx divided by 2. Okay, I know this result. Then I use that technique here. Your bn is equal to 1 by pi times minus pi to pi x into sin of 1 plus nx minus sin of 1 minus nx divided by into dx. Now I observe that this sine function is an odd function. Sine of 1 minus nx is also an odd function. Difference of two odd function is odd function, and x is an odd function. Odd function into odd function is an even function. Therefore, I try to write like this. I take this 2 here outside the integral sign. Instead of writing this integral minus pi to pi, I write 2 times 0 to pi of sine of x into, I write x into sine of 1 plus nx minus sine of 1 minus nx into dx. Okay. Now this 2 goes with this 2. I write 1 pi times. Now you observe, if sine of 1 minus n, if I find Pn, I need to substitute n is equal to 1 to it. If I substitute n is equal to 1, this term is going to be 0. Therefore, I find out what is P1 first. When n is equal to 1, P1 is equal to 1 by pi times 0 to pi of x into sine 2x into x. Okay, I write this 1 by pi times 2. In order to integrate this, I use the integration by parts, that is 1 by pi times, I write that as constant. First function it is x, integration of the second is, it is minus cos 2x divided by 2 minus differentiation of x is 1 into integration of this minus cos 2x is minus sin 2x divided by 4 in between the limits 0 to pi. Okay. Now I substitute the upper limit now. This is equal to 1 by pi times. If I am substituting x is equal to pi, it is minus pi into cos 2 pi divided by 2 minus, if I am substituting the lower limit now, it is 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, this is the value for the first term. Next, I go to substitute for this. It is sin 2 pi. Sin 2 pi value is 0 and sin 0 value is 0. Therefore, I write 0 divided by 0. This is equal to 1 by pi times minus pi cos 2 pi. We know that cos 2 pi value is 1. I write this. If I cancel the pi present in the numerator with the pi present in the denominator, I am going to get the value of b1 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. Now, I try to find out the value of Pn now. Okay. Now, Bn is equal to, that is I write for n greater than or equal to 2, your Bn is equal to 1 by pi times integral 0 to pi of x into sine of 1 plus nx. Okay, it is x into sine of 1 plus nx minus sine of 1 minus nx into dx. Now it is equal to 1 by pi times. I integrate this using integration by parts. First function into integration of the second. It is minus cos of 1 plus nx divided by 1 plus n minus, again integration of sine of 1 minus nx is cos of that. This is equal to cos of 1 minus nx divided by 1 minus n into dx. Okay. Sorry, first function into integral of the second. I am integrating this. First function into integral of the second minus differentiation of the first into integration of this. Integration of this is minus sine of 1 plus nx divided by 1 plus n whole square plus sine of 1 minus nx divided by 1 minus n whole square in between the limits 0 to pi. Okay. Now I simplify this further. It is 1 by pi times 1 by pi times. I am substituting x is equal to pi. This is pi times minus cos of 1 plus n pi. This is equal to minus 1 into cos of 1 plus n pi is cos pi into cos n pi, minus 1 into minus 1 whole to the power of n over 1 plus n, plus of cos of 1 minus n pi is minus 1 into minus 1 whole to the power of n divided by 1 minus n. This is the value of the upper limit for this two terms. Lower, if I am substituting the lower limit, it is going to be 0 into everything is 0. Therefore, I write 0. Next, minus of, if I am substituting x is equal to pi here, this is upper limit is 0 plus 0 minus of sine 0 is 0. Okay. Now I simplify this further. I write 1 by pi. I take pi minus 1 into minus 1 whole to the power of n as the common factor for the terms present in this. Okay, the term remaining here is minus 1 over 1 plus n plus 1 over 1 minus n. This pi get cancelled with this pi. This is equal to minus 1 into minus 1 whole power n into, if I am taking 1 plus n into 1 minus n as LCM, I write this minus of 1 minus n means minus into 1 minus n. This is minus 1 plus n plus 1 plus n. Okay, minus 1 plus 1 is going to be 0. Therefore, I write this as minus 1 into minus 1 whole power n plus n means it is 2n divided by 1 minus n. Always it looks nice, minus 1 whole power. I don't want to write that minus sign. Means then I write this is equal to your Bn is equal to, if I don't want to write minus 1 here, I multiply the both the numerator and denominator by minus 1. Therefore, this is going to be minus 1 whole to the power of n 2n divided by n square minus 1. Therefore, f of x is equal to summation Bn into sin nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to infinity. Okay. Therefore, I write this as P1 plus of summation Bn into sin nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to infinity. I am not writing 1 to infinity. I write n is equal to 2 to infinity. Therefore, your f of x is equal to b1 means I am getting minus 1 by 2 times. Here I need to write. I am substituting only for n is equal to 1. Therefore, I need to write this as b1 sin x. It is minus 1 by 2 sin x plus summation Bn means it is minus 1 whole to the power of n, 2n by n square minus 1, where the value of n ranges from 2 to infinity into sin nx is the RHS of the above equation. RHS of the above equation is the Fourier series. Fourier series for the given function f of x. For the given function f of x. Okay, let us try to solve some more problems on the same section now. Okay students, I will explain this problem now. F of x is equal to a naught by 2 summation a into cos nx plus summation bn into sin nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to infinity, where a naught is given by this formula, a is given by this formula, and bn is given by this formula. Now I try to calculate the value of a naught now. A naught is equal to 1 by pi times integral 0 to 2 pi minus x into dx, which is equal to 1 by pi times pi x minus x square by 2, where the value of x ranges, that is the limit of this value of x is 0 to 2 pi. Okay. Now I am substituting the value of the upper limit. You observe this is pi, and I am substituting x is equal to 2 pi means it is going to be 2 pi square. Next, minus, I am substituting x is equal to 2 pi here, 2 pi whole square means it is 4 pi square by 2. If I am substituting x is equal to 0, this term is going to be pi into 0 is 0, 0 square is 0 divided by 0. It is just like this. Now you observe 2 pi square, 4 pi square by 2 means 2 ones are 2 2 it is 2 pi square, therefore a naught is equal to 0. Now I try to calculate the value of a n, which is equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi of pi minus x into cos nx into dx. Just I am substituting the value of f of x for this formula in this. Okay. Now I write 1 by pi times pi minus x into. Here in this term x is present, and in this term also x is present. Therefore I use integration by parts. First function into integration of the second, that is cos nx is sin nx by n minus of 0 minus 1 minus cos nx, that is integration of this sin nx. Integration of sin nx is minus cos nx by n square in between the limit 0 to 2 pi. If I substitute x is equal to 2 pi, this is going to be sin of 2n pi. Sin of 2n pi is 0, 0 into anything is 0. If I substitute the lower limit for this, x is equal to 0 means sin 0 is 0. Next, in this, I simplify this. X is equal to 2 pi. Here you observe minus into minus is plus, plus into minus is minus. Therefore, just I am writing the sign now. Now I am substituting x is equal to 2 pi and x is equal to 0 in this formula. If I am substituting x is equal to 2n pi, I will get cos 2n pi divided by n square minus cos 0 by n square. Cos 0 is 1 only. Okay, cos 0 is, if you want, you write this as cos 0. Cos 0 is 1 by n square. Okay, if you want, you write cos 0 is 1, and if you don't know the value of that, you write this. This is the just clarification for this. Okay, 1 by n square into 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 into anything is 0, therefore 0 minus 0 into 1 by pi. So I am getting the value of an is also equal to 0. Now you write bn, which is equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi of pi minus x into sin nx into dn. Again, I use the same technique. What is that? Integration by parts. I write the constant as it is. First function into integration of the second. It is minus cos nx by n minus differentiation of this term. It is 0 minus 1 minus, I write that minus sign as it is. Integration of cos nx is sin nx by n square in between the limit 0 to 2 pi. Now I am substituting the limits now. First, I substitute x is equal to 2 pi. Pi minus 2 pi is pi into minus cos n pi. Okay, here it is minus pi into minus cos n pi. If you are unable to write the things properly, you write minus pi into minus cos n pi divided by n plus. Now I am substituting x is equal to 0, then I am getting pi. Here minus sign is there, you know, for the lower limit. Okay, this minus into minus will become plus. Okay, that is minus into minus is plus. Cos n pi value is minus 1 whole power n. Pi minus into minus is plus. Pi by n into cos n pi value is minus 1 whole power n. Now I am writing this as 1 by pi. This is the same term adding 2 times. Therefore I write directly 2 times pi into minus 1 whole power n by n. Pi present in the numerator get cancelled with pi present in the denominator. Therefore your bn is equal to 2 into minus 1 whole to the power of n by n. Substituting the values of a0, an, bn in equation number 1, we get f of x is equal to summation. As a0 and an are 0, there is no necessity of adding those terms. Adding 0 to any value will not alter its value. Therefore I delete that and just I am writing this only, that is summation of 2 into minus 1 whole to the power of n by n sin nx, where the value of n ranges from 1 to 2. Always we know that is the way of writing any function in this form, that is this form, that is RHS terms of the Fourier series. Therefore RHS of the above equation is the required Fourier series for the given function f of x. Okay, I will do more problems in the next class.